Good morning and welcome to segment 12 in our Ask Zevy series. This week I want to talk about DEP sign-off. DEP sign-off is what you need to do if you have a new construction project and you're bringing in a new water and sewer line into that project. When the water main company brings in that new water service into the building, they give you sign-off documents. So if you're bringing water and sewer, they're going to give you 3 documents for the water and 1 for the sewer. One of those documents for the water service is called a Gen 215B, otherwise known as a backflow report. The backflow is a device on the water service that prevents, the way the word sounds is that it prevents the water from flowing back into the city water. That's something that DEP cares very much about, to make sure that the city water does not get contaminated by the water that's sitting in the pipes of a person's house. So in order to prevent that, they need a test to make sure that the backflow is working properly, and they need that to be tested annually actually. But what we're going to cover today is for the initial test report, and that needs to be submitted to the DEP for approval. So what happens is you get that sign-off document called the Gen 215B from the water main company. It needs to be signed by them that it was installed right. Then that document gets sent to the engineer that designed the water service plan, which is called the cross-connection plan. He needs to put his sign of approval on that as well, that it follows his guidelines. Once it's signed by both parties, it gets submitted to the DEP and stamped approved. Naturally, there are a couple of things that the DEP will care about before approving that test. First of all, they want to make sure that it's the correct device that the engineer designed at the beginning of the project. There are different types of devices for different types of water pressure and etc. It's beyond the scope of this video, and that is why we need the engineer's signature. But even if the engineer does sign the document, which happens sometimes, the DEP will not approve it because for whatever reason, for some other reason, it's not approved. If you need help with any of that, we can definitely help you out. Shoot us an email at info@plconsultinggroup.com. We'll be happy to help you. It's a straightforward process. It's just trial and error. We've done many of those mistakes, and we know how to avoid them. Have a wonderful week.